Hi, this is Mrs. Cusick, and today what I want to show you is how to bring an Excel spreadsheet and chart into a report easily. So you can see I have completed my MLA one-page report, but I want to bring over my Excel spreadsheet and chart. So here's how this works. What I like to do is I like to scroll to the bottom, and I always make sure that I have a couple extra enters at the bottom, and you know I just turned my show hide button on. So next I want to kind of resize this, and I want to work in Excel as well. So it's kind of nice to sort of tile these. What's really great about Excel is that it talks to Microsoft Word. I select my content from Excel, I copy it, I like to use Command C. I come over to my report and I paste it in. So sometimes it's hard how that comes in just because of all the the show hide, all those enters and spaces and things like that. So I'll take care of this in just a minute, but let's select that spreadsheet, and I grab the handle to do that. Next, all I have to do is press the center button. I can turn off the show hide if it's easier, but you can see that comes over really nice, and it looks, the spacing is good. It is centered between my 1-inch margins of my MLA report. Now I need to bring over this chart. So this chart has a drag and drop kind of feature. So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to drag it over here. It'll take a second. Now this is what gets just a little bit tricky. So let me make this bigger so we can see what's going on. Sometimes you just have to play with it. I know this has to be a maximum of 1 page. I'm going to shrink it. Oh, see how it just popped right up there? That looks perfect. You know, the most important thing is that we don't want the chart to pop on the second page, and it's got to look really good on the screen. This chart layout button, if you notice, I have a border around here for whatever reason. You can tell it, I believe. Let's see. If we can say no borders, because that did come over for whatever reason. Let me see if I can find that. If I say no line, let's see what that does. There, it removed it. So how I get this moved over to the center, most of the time this will not work, but you can always try it by pressing the center button and see if it moves. But chances are it probably isn't going to work. So what I prefer to use is this increase indent button. And I just push it over until I think it looks good. And then if I need to adjust it a little bit more, I can play with my ruler line, just pull the square and get it centered. So there you go. That's looking pretty darn awesome. And that concludes bringing over spreadsheets and charts into Microsoft Word.